Hello and welcome to this dynamic warm up. I am Matthew and this is Brave Body Fitness outdoors for a change. I hope you enjoy this personal workout that I'm doing today. You can see that my feet are hip width apart. I'm turning my torso and coming down to touch the outside of my feet with a twist of the upper body and a slight squat as I do so. I'm twisting from the pelvis and coming down when raising the arm behind me as I do so. I'm doing this for 60 seconds and I'm doing this at an average effort range. Why is that important? Well, I'm just starting in this dynamic warm up, so I want my body to warm up with me. If this is too much for you, you could just do a twist of the torso, which you'll see later on, or you can just pretend you're sitting down on an imaginary chair behind you. We want to activate the hip area, the knees, the ankles and the upper body. We're moving on now. We are bringing our hands forward and leaning back. Bringing our hands forward and leaning back. And we're exhaling as we come forward and inhaling as we go up. This back extension is an important movement in any warm-up that we should do before exercise. We live a sedentary life as humans right now, and this is one particular muscle group that I'm really passionate about warming up myself, and I also invite clients to do the same as well. So these clients would do a back extension as a warm-up in some capacity, and this is what we're doing. Feet are hip width apart, bending the knee, softness in the ankle, not being tense anywhere in the body. And I had my eyes closed because it helps with balance, but it's whether or not you want your eyes open or shut to do this. Whichever suits you is fine. We're doing it for 60 seconds again, average effort, and we're moving on now to the next dynamic part of the warm-up, which is the torso twist. For those of you that watch the channel or visit Facebook Live, the torso twist is an important one for me. As I've just mentioned, warming up all of the spine is really healthy for us. So this could be used if we've been on a long car journey, sat on public transport for a long point, and we could move ourselves after a sedentary day sat at a desk, or just activating lots of different muscle groups in this particular dynamic warm-up. Put as much effort as you feel comfortable with your body. Obviously, I'm not there with you. You're watching a video on YouTube. Thank you for that, by the way. And we're warming up the body as best as you feel comfortable today. We'll try and allow your body to speak to you. How, and what is your body saying right now? 60 seconds, average effort. We're warming up the body. And let's move on now to the next exercise. We're stepping out laterally to a lunge and turning the torso, twisting down as we do so again. Really important with this one is we find good footing for our feet. When we step down, we twist as we go down, making sure that the knee on the left leg in this case, the bent knee, isn't over the toes, so we're sitting right back into the lateral lunge. I encourage you to use your glute, your butt cheek to fire off when you go down, so you'd fire it there, 30 seconds each side. And if this is too much for you, then just step out to the side. So you'd step out to the side on the left, and then you come back to the middle, and you step out to the side on the right. What we're trying to do is activate the hip complex area with lots of complicated muscles that support our lower back and our abdominal muscles. So this is why this one's really important, and I enjoy this particular exercise. It was a really hot sunny day when I was doing this, so I was really starting to get warm, and you can find yourself getting warm quick and the heart rate rises and also the breath rate. Into the next exercise now. I'm calling this the moonwalk. That's what it feels like. Nice and slow, standing march. I am pushing off as I'm doing each movement here. I have an awareness of needing a tall upper body, so that means imagining that someone's pulling from the crown of my head with a golden thread, and I've got a strong upper body as I'm moving. But I'm also being challenged, as you can see there, by my balance. Balance is really important for us all, and it's good to test that when we're warming up the body. I've had a few questions on social media. Why do I do a dynamic warm-up first? Well, I like to get myself mentally prepared for physical movement. And this particular routine, all of 7 minutes, is really helpful to get the body ready for what should be cardiovascular next, and then on to some functional exercise. So follow the sequence on the YouTube channel. In that way, you won't go far wrong. Shoulder circles now. We go one direction for 30 seconds and then the opposite direction for 30 seconds. Each of these exercises are programmed for 60 seconds each. So if you're following along, just set a timer for 60 seconds. So we go small, medium and large circles, allowing the lumbar spine, the lower part of the spine, to bend and flex whilst we're working. So not being too rigid in either the lower or the upper body whilst we're moving the shoulders. And that's really important because we carry a lot of tension in our shoulders. So we want to free that up dynamically with what's happening in the body right now. So enjoy the process of moving the shoulders forwards and backwards, opening the chest and also opening the back as we do so. Changing now into the last of these exercises. High row. So what we're doing here, same thing with the lower back. We're allowing it to flex and extend, and also the abdominal muscles. We haven't got that tension. I often ask as a teaching point for people taking part in the exercise routine. But what is important is we've got the feet at shoulder width apart, softness in the ankle and the bend in the knees, freedom in the hips to be able to move the elbows up as high as you can to get the palms or the thumb into the shoulder joint. So we're really extending our upper body here and getting the upper trapezius muscles, the upper back muscles firing. That muscle group is really underactive in this life that we have at the moment. Beautiful sunny day. I was getting hot and sweaty at this point. And as you can see, my elbows are starting to come down now because I'm getting tired. So thanks ever so much for joining me. Much love from me to you. Have a great day.